So, we meet us 1 week ago, and you will tell us about the deeper things from Latvian folklore. And you was in a dancing group. And how you can come in contact with the deeper things in the Latvian singing and folklore.
Okay, Latvians have very deep dancing and singing culture. So we have folklore dances and songs, and we are very connected in these dance groups. We feel each other, we connect, we feel joy, acceptance, and it's dancing. The dancing group, it is like being family. There is some rules or something like that, but we honor each other, accept each other. So we have this song and dance festival where we sing and dance, and dancing and singing is a very deep identity of Latvians.
Mm-hmm.
So our dancing culture is in a very high level. We have days when we meet and dance together. We have festivals, we have concerts, we have dancing groups, actually hundreds of dancing groups where we dance our traditional dances. And people in Latvia are very, very connected with this dance. We connect with each other. We love to dance. We spend time together with dancing balls in festivals. So the dancing is very, very important and big part of Latvian life.
Mm-hmm. And what do you think, what this dance and singing together, what this do with the people?
Okay, it makes this Latvian identity. We had a lot of wars here, there are a lot of other cultures here, and the singing and dancing together make us stronger as Latvians.
Mm-hmm.
We have our space, our borders, and we know that we are Latvians because we have such kind of traditions, such kind of dance or songs or something like that. It allows us to feel like Latvians when we have lots of other things around us. Mm-hmm. We keep our identity with this.
And you think this kind of dance and music, Latvian music, makes the feeling for identity deeper?
Yes, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we have a lot of songs, traditions and dances. In this way, how we do this, how we honor our history, our previous times, it makes us stronger in a very, very changing time.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And what do you think about the future from these dances? You think more young people will go deeper in this kind of culture, or they, how I can say, my English is bad. When you go in the streets from Riga, you in many places only listen the stupid American music. This is my meaning. Yes, not all American music is primitive, but many what you listen in the shops and so on. And so this make too some things with the people. When you go around the world, to French, to Italy, to other countries, in every place you listen to the same kind of music. The same songs, the same things. When I was young, you have in different countries very different kind of music. And what do you think? Young people found more the contact to Latvian culture, or this manipulation in the mind from this West music is more powerful?
Okay, it depends on each other. No, I have my own think about it. I like Latvian culture, I like music, I like traditions, I listen to songs, I take part in festivals, in concerts and so on. And actually we have very strong this core. Our roots are very strong, and kids in kindergarten start to dance traditional dances.
In kindergarten?
Yes, yes. Most of Latvians start dancing at 4 or 5 years, when they have 4 or 5. And I think for us there is very deep roots, and I think we will never lose it. Never.
You think when people dance after West music, or you have in different places this kind of, for my feeling, some primitive kind of music, but in the heart, deeper, they have these roots.
Yes, exactly. We can listen another style of music, we can dance another style of dances, but we have this core, Latvian core. We have this knowledge about songs, about dances, about our traditions, and singing and dancing festival. It's very big and huge, enormous. When a lot of people come together and feel like one, it makes us stronger and stronger.
Yes, I think it is very important thing in the life from people. In German they go the other way. You are Nazi or fascist when you try to go in your roots. They make a reduction from our history only in the bad, on this 12 bad years. And so it is possible. When I was younger, we make on the street, we have street music dance groups, we make on the street music, most international dances, but German dances too. And when many people looking, the invitation to dance with us together, but in this time it's very difficult when you dance German dances and young people cry, you are Nazi, you are fascist, and this is, I think it's a very critical thing, but this other discussion.
Latvians are a small nation, so we love what we are, we try to keep it, because there are a lot of other nations came, like Germans, Russians, Swedes, and we have to keep our identity, so that's why it's important. We love it, we enjoy it, we try to keep it, and I don't know if there's someone who tells it's something wrong. I think there's more people who say, okay, this is ours, we need to keep it, we need to honor and love it, and show it out, not to keep just in our hearts, but be active in singing, in dancing and everything.
And how I can say, where they are, on which place or in which deepest points there are the roots from Latvian folklore. This, I know it is very many 100 years ago.
1,000 years ago, the roots, I don't know.
But it is true, yes, this is very many 100 years ago.
Yes, 1,000 years ago, of course. It's not something new, it's very old.
And I know in communistic time it was difficult to hold these roots or to go back to these roots. I know some people know the way to do it, but it was difficult.
Yes,
it was difficult. It is possible people, they do it too much, they have problems.
Okay, it was difficult. I haven't been in that time, but...
You haven't lived in this time, yes?
No, I'm younger. But I know that people do this at their own family, their own home. not in a big groups, but in their small community. But they keep it,
Yes.
and from generation to generation, we
Gives the wisdom about this.
yes. Of course, it was hard in Soviet time, but still people do this in smaller groups. But they know.
And I remember from France, some groups they meet in the nature to celebrate it.
Yes.
This music and dances and in the official side it was, I not will say forbidden, but it was critical. It was possible KGB come and
No, but
takes the people.
nature is a very big part of our identity, to be connected with nature and...
No, I had mean, you can say a second, I had mean in Soviet time when people will hold or will go back to the roots, they cannot make in official places. They go in the nature and do it there.
Yes, but it's part of it. It's normal to do it in nature, not in some house or something like that. Basically, almost every rituals are in nature. We do it in nature, not in some closed area.
Yes, and what you will, how I can ask, and you will tell us a little bit more about, in this time, the Latvian dances in this time, in the modern time, I see some choreographs, they make not a mix, but they bringing old, the old element, terrible English, they bring some elements from old dances together with modern elements. What do you think about this?
There is difference. There are traditional dances, what dance like dancing groups like Dandari or Riga's dance clubs, and there is this dance what we see on a stage.
You mean Dandari and dance club? It is more traditional. Yes.
This is traditional. They look history, how they dance and the music. But this dance is what you see on a stage or in a singing and dancing festival. There is more new choreographies. So basically they make new dances, but they use the steps from the traditional dances, but there is approximately 80% of new and 20% of this traditional dance. And they make like update of traditional dance. So, but we keep the steps, movements, and use this canon how look traditional dance, but make it new to show it on a stage. So, in a new, they integrate the old.
I understand.
So,
yes.
Like that.
So, this is to end with the first part. We begin with the second part.